Yeah, what's up, guys? Mr. MLG Stuns here, the head media director for Gamer Warehouse. And today, Kyle and I are going to be bringing you a video and a podcast about pros versus amateurs, whether amateurs should be allowed on pro teams. Introduce yourself, Kyle.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Kyle, the owner of Gamer Warehouse, and today I'm going to be siding on the side of the pros in this little debate we have.
Alright, so I'm going to be siding with the amateurs on this one. And my reasons for this are that this is a different game than Black Ops was. It's a lot different. There's more skill, I think, involved in this game, more gun skill. And even though some guns are overpowered, they banned Type 95, and there's a lot of guns that, if used right, are equally in power, and that I kind of did not like Moho's tweet. He kind of went a little bit eccentric on that tweet, and they should allow the amateurs to be on pro teams, like I said, because it's a new game, and no one's officially pro right now. I mean, they were pro last year, but some people may not have known of the pro circuit or were not able to travel last year, and now they may able to be travel, and they may have been better than the pro teams that they have on the circuit for Black Ops. So that's kind of my point of view on the subject, and I'm gonna let Kyle talk about his point of view for the pros side.
Okay, well I see what you're saying there, and you have some points in there that it's a different game and nobody's pro yet. But I don't get why all the amateurs are getting such an attitude and acting like little girls, I guess you could say, about pro teams not screwing with them and them wanting to be pro, but nobody's giving them a chance. That's definitely not what you should expect if you're an amateur. That's not the way you should live your life. I mean, nobody's just going to hand you out a shot. I mean, you have people like, you can look at TP, for instance. You know, he really wasn't a pro. Had Modern Warfare 2, had one of the MLG ladder, actually. He plays pretty decent. And then at Nationals, he got put on a team, I'm not mistaken, because Cynical wasn't able to attend. And then he was able to get on VWS and actually make a name for himself. And the same thing with Fizzerp last year. He was just a GB star, basically, with some online tournament wins. And Snipers at last minute wasn't able to attend Anaheim, and Spear picked up Fizzerp just because he lived right there, and now he's a pro. And then you have some people like Machilla, who's been around since Modern Warfare 2. And he's actually worked pretty hard, and he's made his pro placings on non-pro teams. You know, he's got his name out there. But I really don't get how people can be upset that they're not on a pro team. I mean, you got to go out there. You've got to make a name for yourself on the ladders and in tournaments, and basically go out there and tell people about you. I'm a golfer, and you know, I've played in PGA Tour, Nationwide Tour, U.S. Amateurs, U.S. Open qualifiers and stuff. But that'd be like me walking up to Nike and saying, I want to be a Nike Tour player. I think you should give me a shot even though I'm an amateur. It's just not going to happen. So.
I like your analogy there, but I, their attitude, I kind of agree with you. It's kind of snotty, but they should have some chances to at least show their skills, even to team scrim with their team against pro teams, because if you look on Twitter and people post for team scrims, they do team scrim pros only, and it's kind of like, okay, that's kind of a little eccentric, but some pro players actually do say pro players or top amateur teams, which I do like, because when they're kind of giving recognition to the teams who were not as fortunate to place well at the Black Ops events and are not considered pros at the moment. So Kyle, you could kind of just finish off with your closing statements about your opinions.
Well, I mean, I don't agree whenever you see fear or anger somebody posts for a team scrim and say pros only. I don't I don't quite agree with that. Just like you said, but on the other hand, I mean, they want to play against people that they know are the top and that they know are going to be there. I mean, you wouldn't want to scrim, let's say, against Billy Bob and his team if you know that they're not going to go to an event or you know they're not going to do anything. I mean, it's kind of it's kind of a waste of their time because they're not going to learn anything. They're just going to beat the shit out of you and not really get anything out of it besides a few laughs and maybe some YouTube clips and stuff. But I still just believe that AM's got to go out there, just take advantage of their opportunities when they are in the game with a pro or they're in a tournament with a pro, and just take advantage of it. Try to do your best, and if you get recognition, somebody may say, "Hey, I played with this guy in a scrim once. We should give him a shot," and then you'll be on your road to fame and fortune.
Yeah, I somewhat agree with what you said about the Billy Bob thing, his team. But some teams are, as you know, like underrated so far in Modern Warfare 3. Like, Team Envious hasn't really been scrimming that much, and they're probably going to be, like, normally a top team, but they are pros. And other teams, who I know, such as Perplex, who's a really good player, and Seams, who they don't exactly get the recognition in the pro community. They do in like the Game Medals online tournament section, but they don't get the same like noticeability that the top amateurs from Black Ops do. And that's gonna conclude our debate here about pros and amateurs. And we will check you guys later. Be sure to follow the stream, and whenever you can, subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right, guys. Peace.
Peace out.